Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Amadai TV. More than meets the third eye. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. Hello, Pearly, Dan, Misfits, Linda, Ayon, Judah Queen, Conscious Outlaw, Millie, Craig, Broken Silence, Mark Ayers from the UK. Okay, so let's get into it, people. Once again, I have prepared a PowerPoint. You all know I love my PowerPoints. I think visuals is equally as important as hearing when you're trying to get this type of information. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Everyone, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Please get the likes up. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time I go live on this channel. Thank you in advance. Okay, so let's get into it, people. So as you likely know by now, over the weekend, we had a full blue moon, right? So let's talk about the blue moon and the spirituality of it. Full moons in astrology are the energetic high point of our monthly lunar cycle. So they tend to bring about an overload of emotional climaxes, personal illuminations, and natural conclusions. Because feelings and situations often come to a peak during full moons. So they're great for exhaling anything that's no longer serving us and making room for fresh energy in our lives. Now, the August 2021 full moon is extra special as it's the second full moon in Leo season, making it an astrological blue moon. We usually only have one full moon in Aquarius each year. So the spiritual meaning of the full blue moon relates to revisiting the rebellious and unconventional themes of last month's big lunation and finding fresh ways to engage with our friends and communities, i.e. being around like-minded people, fresh ways to engage with the spiritual warfare that we're currently engaged in. I always tell you that we should be around like-minded people, all right? And always be high vibrational. You don't want to draw negativity to yourself. Now, understanding the spiritual energy of the full moon can help us to get in tune with nature's cycles and set more cosmically aligned goals for ourselves. That's another thing. I always tell you that we need to be in tune with nature. We need to be in tune with nature and the universe. That puts us in a spiritual connection with the Most High, right? And also, the moon gives off this very strong, the full moon gives off this very strong energy. That's why when you're trying to get rid of something negative, you're trying to, erase negative energy, you can do your full moon rituals. And when you do the full moon rituals, you pretty much just focus on the things that you want, not the things you don't want. As I often tell you, you can write things down in a journal, things that things that you want. And as I told you before, don't say, oh, I don't want this to happen. I wish this wouldn't happen and things like that. Don't speak on the negative. Just say, this is going to happen. I'm going to do this. Always let everything be positive because whatever you focus your energies on, that's what you draw to yourself. What's the spiritual meaning of August blue moon? The annual full moon that takes place in August is sometimes called the Sturgeon moon, a traditional nickname that's based on the fact that giant sturgeon fish were plentiful and therefore easiest to catch at this point in the summer. And this is what the natives thought, people. This is what the natives thought. So naturally, the spiritual meaning of the August 2021 full moon symbolically aligns with the bountiful and feast-worthy vibe of the Sturgeon moon's origin story. Now's a time to embrace a carp dying attitude when it comes to manifesting your intentions and confidently capitalize on the double Aquarius blue moon. Now, it's important to note that August full blue moon takes place during the final hours of Leo season in 2021, acting as an emotionally charged finale. Now, this full moon is taking place on the 29th degree of Aquarius, which is a critical point known as the anaretic degree in astrology. Each zodiac sign is made up of 30 degrees So anytime a planet reaches a sign's final degree, its energy will be bursting with an eager and excitable sense of anticipation of what's ahead. With the full moon peaking at this significant degree, we'll all be filled with the cumulative energy of the past month's journey, and we'll have a chance to find some closure on whatever themes arose for us during July's full moon too. So if you had some issues during the month of July, if you had some issues during the month of July, you may find some resolution to those things by the time the full blue moon comes around, because the energy shifts. That's basically what they're saying. Now, how to work the full blue moon energy. With the Sturgeon moon rising in the realm of air sign Aquarius, we'll all want to indulge our most innovative ideas and find creative ways to express our individuality. Aquarius energy is about setting ourselves apart from the crowd and marching to the beat of our own drums. But it's also just as much about using our unique quirks and weirdness to build a sense of camaraderie with others. By aligning with the spiritual meaning of the August full moon, we can break free of outdated traditions, make adjustments to the rules we choose to follow and the ones we want to break, and revisit the plans we made earlier in the summer with a more fearless and forward-thinking perspective, i.e., meaning you can think outside of the box, right? You can change your ideology. If you were fearful about something, you can overcome that fear. If you were concerned or worried about something, you can overcome those things. The energy is shifting, and it's up to you to move with it. Whether you want to move in the positive direction or in the negative, that's completely up to you, how you work the energy of the full blue moon. Now, the term once in a blue moon refers to how infrequently we have two full moons during a single month or astrological season. So don't sleep on the mystical magic that this powerful lunation has to offer. The full blue moon's spiritual meaning will illuminate our hopes and wishes for the future. So it's a great time to meditate on your personal intentions. And remember, I always tell you that when you meditate and when you pray, set your intention, right? Now, perform a simple full moon ritual by getting yourself in a peaceful zone, visualizing the future you want to create for yourself in detail. Be very specific. And then setting a solid step-by-step plan to get you there. Aquarius is a fixed air sign, so its focused and intellectual vibe will imbue us with steadfast determination while also activating our creativity. So some of you may know this because I talked about this before. I do full moon rituals. Every time there's a full moon, I do my own full moon ritual. And that's what my native ancestors did. And the thing is, however you choose to do your ritual, that's completely up to you. Dark Skin Brother says the moon was orange like in my area, but later when I went back outside, it was a light blue color. Well, I'm going to show you how it looked for me last night because I actually recorded it and posted it on my Instagram channel. So I'll show you that in a few. Now, the sun sees your body. The moon sees your soul. This ancient proverb is a telling take on humanity's relationship with the moon. Often we look to the sun to provide light and clarity, but it is the moon that sees us through the darkest of hours. And as people, we go through phases, just as the moon does every month. Here's how you can harvest the spiritual energy of the full moon and new moons to help you lead a more soulful life. So the full moon and forgiveness. Now, the appearance of a full moon symbolizes many things. Cosmically speaking, it's the time of the month when energy peaks and then releases something that writer Ariana Palomari calls a cosmic sigh, like a sigh of relief. But what does this mean for you personally? Well, simply put, the stronger your connection to the full moon, the more your heart chakra is aligned. Your heart chakra is home to kindness and forgiveness. This means that a full moon is actually the perfect time to let go of negativity. In this way, you prepare yourself for a new chapter, just as a full moon gives way to a new moon. That's why I'm telling you, you can dispel the negative energy when you receive or invoke the energy of the full moon. Now, a new moon for a new beginning. A new lunar phase begins with the appearance of a new moon. The energy most associated with this phase is that of starting fresh. Now, if you perform the full moon ceremony, your heart chakra is aligned and open for a new beginning, and which I did mine about 2 a.m. in the morning. Now, from a spiritual standpoint, the new moon is the perfect time to start a new project. Your energy from the last lunar cycle has been cleansed, giving you a spiritually clean state or slate. A new moon ceremony to achieve goals. Whereas the full moon ceremony focused on identifying and letting go of the negative influences in your life, this new moon ceremony uses similar tools to direct your attention towards reaching new levels of success. Breathe in silence and light a candle, but this time, because of your old energy is already cleansed, focus on the future. Instead of writing down what's bothering you, harness the power of the new moon to set your intentions into motion. It's about affirmation without limits. So don't worry if what you're writing seems unrealistic at the time. Everything should be phrased positively to nurture the new energy you're welcoming. That's what I'm telling you. See, some people, when they write down things they want to manifest, they'll say things like, I don't have enough money. I want more money. I need more money. When you're saying all of those words, whether you realize it or not, those words are being pessimistic. I want, I need. That means that you don't have, that you lack. And that's negative thinking, whether you realize it or not, because sometimes we don't even realize the things that we're saying and thinking. We don't realize the extent of the negativity involved in them. So rather than saying those things, you should say things that have not happened as though they already have. You say, I have more money. I have a good job. You say these things as though they already are in your life right now. You don't want to say them as if they're somewhere far-fetched or far away and you're trying to get it, because the universe gets confused. You have to be specific when you say things, right? That's how you manifest. And always speak positive affirmations, as I tell you daily. So everything should be phrased positively to nurture the new energy that you're welcoming. Once you've done this, sit under a new moon and imagine sending your desires off into the world. Think about tying your list to a balloon in your mind and imagine it floating towards the sky. Want to do something for real? Well, burn the list on the end of a stick and watch the smoke carry your wishes into the stars. As long as you're doing this in full view of the new moon, it's really just a personal preference. I mean, you don't have to do that. But the moon affects all living things, but humans are the only beings who are able to experience this in full. So next time you look into the sky at night, pay attention to what phase the moon is in and remember how its energy can enrich your daily life. It can raise your vibrational frequency and give you strength, encouragement, positivity, and all of these things. And that's why it is the perfect time for manifesting and working with the laws of attraction, the laws of the universe, when there is a full moon. So with that all being said, I'm going to show you all the video that I captured of the moon last night. Just a brief 30-second clip, but I just want you all to see what I saw in the sky last night. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. I hope you all can see that. It was absolutely perfect. Thank you, Beatzilla. Beatzilla said that was dope. Yes, it was a beautiful sight. So with that all being said, when you do your full moon rituals and your full moon ceremonies, you may want to use, incorporate your sage burning, right? And some of your stones and crystals. Okay, that's what I do. Another thing that I do on full moons is I recharge my stones and crystals. I sit them outside under the full moon and let them absorb the energy of the moon for at least 3 hours. So that's what I do, right? And because that recharges them, and it also takes away the negativity, any negative energy that they have absorbed. So Craig said, wasn't even blue. At some point it was, beloved. Dan said, beautiful. Queen Shishi said, yes, it was beautiful. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed that. And maybe you'll start trying to do some of this full moon rituals. And like I said, you can do them however you like to do them. There's no specific way. Just do whatever you feel. I like to do mine as my ancestors, the native Cherokee. I like to do what they did when I do mine. Okay. So anyway, don't forget your positive affirmations for the day. Don't forget to be stocking your food, your non-perishable items especially, and your bottled waters and all of that. Having first aid kits, peroxide alcohol and things of that nature. And also your lights, flashlights, batteries, and candles and all of those things, right? Lighters. A generator, if you can get one, would be nice, because I do expect that there will be power outages and all these things to come. So with that all being said, thank you all for tuning in once again. I hope to see you all. And listen, I said the wrong channel when I was talking about the Brother Polite story. I clearly said I was going to do that on Authentic Black Guidance, but it's actually scheduled on the QueenAShakur TV show. So I'll be doing it on there. So with that all being said, thank you all for tuning in. I hope to see you all right back in the chat at 1 o'clock. All right. Peace. Don't forget, I've got my third eye on you.